What's up? Lurk in the chat already. How you doing?
What's up?
Grim.
What's up?
Grim made it. All right, we'll be raiding Grim here in shortly under 3 hours. If you're catching this back on YouTube, the stream replay, there will be a link in the description, or a timestamp in the description for when I actually get started in the game. So there's a couple things I want to go over before I get started in this game. I won't take too long, because trust me, I'm eager to get into this. I am extremely excited to, for a few minutes. I know you got things going on, so, you know, I get it. But I was extremely happy that I woke up this morning and I got the notification that my physical copy was on the truck for delivery. Originally, it wasn't scheduled for delivery until tomorrow. I pre-ordered this game from Target, and since I pre-ordered it, I got this nice-looking steelbook, and I actually made my layout on stream for this game the same as my steelbook artwork. So that was a nice little touch. The thing that was weird about the steelbook was that it's got space for 2 discs in it. And I don't know why, because this isn't a 2-disc game. So I don't know if they just repurposed some old steelbook cases or what for this, but either way, that was kind of funny. So it just so happened that back in December, I started replaying through the Assassin's Creed series, and I've been doing them in release order, because at the time, they actually went in story order as well. But I did start with Mirage, because that was the newest one that I hadn't gotten to yet. I played through that one. We touched on some of the lore that was established in Valhalla, and then I went back to Assassin's Creed 1. Did 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and now I just finished up Revelations last Wednesday, and now next up on the list is Shadows. And this works out for a couple reasons, because this game takes place, I think, only about 70 or 80 years after the events of Revelations. Obviously, the modern-day storyline may or may not even exist in this game, so we're taking a pause on the Desmond storyline. We'll revisit Assassin's Creed 3 once I finish up this game, but I wanted to jump on this game right away as soon as it came out. I did basically bought a PS5 almost strictly for this game, because my aging PC doesn't meet the system specs anymore, and PS5 was a lot cheaper than a new PC, but so I'm not going into this game with high hopes, because I'm a big fan of the older Assassin's Creed games. Origins, I didn't care for hardly at all. Odyssey was good. Odyssey was actually what brought me back to the franchise after several years. And I did play a lot of Valhalla, but Valhalla was a great Viking game. Valhalla wasn't necessarily a good Assassin's Creed game. So in terms of the Assassin's Creed storyline and everything, I am excited that this one is going to be going back to the Assassins for the first time since Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because, you know, Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, Mirage, that was all hidden ones or even pre-hidden ones. So I'm excited to see the series go back to the Assassins. And before I get started, we need to address the elephant in the room, okay? The controversy surrounding this game. Don't like it? Don't watch. Let's move on. Some games aren't for everybody. Thank you for that, Lurk, because yes, we have Mountain Day right here. Get yourself a drink, crack it open, and let's hang out for a couple hours and check out the new Assassin's Creed. I've been a fan of this series since the first game in 2007. I can't not play the new game when it comes out. It's just not a thing. It's just not going to happen. I have to give it a chance. But there's been a lot of negativity surrounding this game, and I honestly don't care. Again, not interested, don't watch, don't like it, don't play it. It is what it is. I'm excited for it. This is cool, though. That's a neat opening. Yeah. That's why I didn't get into it a whole lot. It was just, don't like it, don't play it, move on. You know what I mean?
Press square button to enable narration.
We're not going to do that. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to keep this. I usually always put it on performance, because I'd rather have a smoother frame rate than, you know, better graphics. It doesn't matter how good the game looks. If the performance ain't there, yeah. Image calibration. Let's see, captions. Sensitive content. Turn off to hide dismemberment and blood effects. We want that on. Turn on to reduce motion blur and screen shake. I'm not too worried about that, but that has me interested. Like, am I gonna straight up be able to cut off arms and shit? Because if so, let's gay. All right, confirm. Ubisoft can, before playing Assassin's Creed while connected to the internet, requires you to be logged into a Ubisoft account. No, I don't want to connect right now because I'm in the process of getting my old PSN account delinked so I can link this one. You have not linked a Ubisoft account. Please create an account or log in with an existing one to continue. Well, I guess we're going to have to do that. See if I can even log in. I'm going to actually hide that for a minute. Let me see if I can actually log in with my existing account. I don't think it's going to let me do that. I'm probably just going to have to create a new one, which sucks. I didn't even think about this being a thing. That's one thing about Ubisoft games that's kind of terrible. I actually did start the game before I updated it, and this didn't happen, so I didn't foresee this being a problem. You can't link my Ubisoft account to this one because it's originally linked to something else, so, yep, screw it. I guess we're just going to make a new one. I actually emailed the support earlier to see if I could get my... Because you can't just go into Ubisoft's website and delink your PSN account. You have to actually email them and request them do that for you. It's really dumb. And so now the fact that I'm making a new account is probably going to make that process even more difficult, which is really dumb. Had I thought about this earlier, I would have taken care of this before the stream started. And now I have to go to my email and put in my verification code. Because, again, I actually started the game before the update was finished, so it actually just started playing like the opening of the game. And I'm like, no, I don't want that right now. You know, so I actually shut it down, deleted my save data and everything so I could start this fresh. And now I'm sitting here having to do all this shit because the game updated. Okay. All right. We're done with that. So that was unfortunate. Sorry for the delay. Now, I do hope there is some sort of modern-day story in this game, because it's been rumored that there wasn't going to be one. And if that's the case, then I don't see much of a point in the historical timeline to begin with.
Beautiful place, isn't it? A fresh sea breeze, the warm sun. This beach belongs just to you. It doesn't exist out in the world.
So this is Death Stranding.
Everything you see here is from the past. Your past.
So we're on a beach again.
One of your ancestors visited this place long ago, forever writing their memory into the fabric of your DNA. Animus Ego unlocks these genetic memories for you. To sense. Wander. And connect.
This game looks
Like
fantastic
grains of
already.
Sand which began as rocks, you have been shaped by these past lives, honed into who you are today. Your journey to mindfulness begins through these ancestral memories for a total perspective on what makes you you.
New memory streams are activating now.
Erase self-doubt, fear, and weakness. Give yourself the confidence to conquer the world.
Follow the train and we will be in touch. Welcome to the dark.
So it's looking like they're just going to abandon Bassam altogether in terms of the modern day. And I've read about this, about the like Assassin's Creed Infinity Hub. So, yeah, it's actually got some of the other games in here. So, yeah, apparently I can, like, I'm assuming this is if you have all digital copies, that you'd be able to, like, launch the other games from in here. I'm just curious to see how this works. Yeah, and it takes me to the PlayStation Store to buy it digitally. So, yeah, that... I mean, it's a neat idea, you know, if you have digital copies of everything. But I don't, so this is all pointless to me. Okay, so there's memories. What's in projects? Oh, so this is just more... like armor and in-game stuff to unlock. Timed things. More timed things. What do we got in the vault? Okay, so there's the opening thing here in the vault. But that's all we got right now. And then this just takes us to our options menu, so... Okay, well, let's go over to memories and just start up Shadow. So this takes place in 1579, and Revelations took place, I believe, in like 1510 or 1509. It was early 1500s. Isuki is an outsider in a foreign land. Neo is a young shinobi from a quiet village. They are two people of little consequence to the mighty warlords of the many warring states of Japan, but they are about to embark on a path that will shape the fate of the nation. So, let's start a new game. Difficulty, story, forgiving, normal, or expert. Well, normal's the default, so we're going to go with that. Guided exploration. You will have to use your network and investigate clues to find your objectives and progress in your adventure. Keep this off to discover the world by yourself. This is the intended way to experience Assassin's Creed Shadows, so we'll keep that off. Be aware that turning this on will circumvent many key elements of gameplay in order to streamline the experience. Some trophies cannot be unlocked. Okay. Canon mode. I've read about this. The default experience allowing you to influence Neo and Yasuki's decisions during cutscenes. Now, the whole point and the whole reason I dislike this RPG element that they've added into the Assassin's Creed games is that, oh, you can make decisions. Why? I'm reliving memories. How are you going to go back and relive your ancestors' memories or somebody's ancestors' memories from hundreds, if not thousands of years ago and make decisions for them? That's not how this works. So we're actually going to turn that on, and removes all dialogue choices during cutscenes, allowing you to experience the canon story of Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm going to do that. Now, if you want to make your own decisions and everything, that's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, the story's already written. We're just reliving it. That's the way the Assassin's Creed games have always worked. And that's the way they should continue. This RPG stuff just doesn't fit in the whole aspect of reliving memories. And immersive mode. Activating this option automatically sets and locks the voiceover language to Japanese and blends Japanese and Portuguese dialogue for an immersive audio experience. I feel like this is a cool idea on paper, but I don't speak Japanese or Portuguese. Immersion mode, 5 stars on PlayStation Store. It's a neat idea because obviously this game takes place in Japan with a Japanese character and everything like that. So having them speak their native language, it makes sense. But I also want to understand the story, so we're going to keep that off. So normal difficulty, guided exploration is going to be off because that's the intended way to play. Canon mode is going to be on, immersive mode is off. Let's get into this game.
Memories come to us in fragments. You relive a jigsaw of experiences and emotions. Some memories are soothing and familiar. Wrapped inside them, you feel tranquil, complacent. And then there are the ones I have reconstructed. What I am about to show you. In these memories, there are imperfections, aberrations that defy algorithm and biology. I'm getting ahead of myself. You may not understand what you're seeing at first, but you must trust me. Trust yourself.
So it's looking like this, and this is what I feared.
Years ago, my journey started at sea, as it must for all who journey to these lands. A complex and precarious place, at war with itself for centuries. From that chaos and bloodshed, my opportunity surfaced. In the form of the most powerful warlord their history had known. Oda Nobunaga. A lord who took an interest in me. An outsider among outsiders.
I'll be with you in just a minute.
Momento chegou.
Tragam a cadeira, irmãos. Chegou na hora certa.
For the Baragdano, you are expected to appear before Lord Nobunaga today.
Thank you, Sir Mitsuhide. We are ready.
My apologies. I just don't like talking over cutscenes. I like to give myself and the viewers the opportunity to actually pay attention to those. Well, it seems like they're already doing what I feared, and they're completely ignoring Basim in the modern day story that was established through Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. They're completely ignoring that, and they're kind of going back to like the Assassin's Creed 4, Unity, and Syndicate modern day story, which was basically nothing, but the player is the modern day character, and I wasn't a fan of that because it made the modern day story just paper thin. The Desmond storyline obviously was the best modern day story they put together, and that spanned like 5 games. But I feel like the series has been hasn't recovered from like doing away with that. And I don't know, I was just really hoping that they would actually continue Basim's story, because in Valhalla, Basim takes over in Layla's place, and Basim ends Valhalla as the modern day character. And he's a reincarnated Isu, for fuck's sake. So I feel like that had massive potential to be a good modern day storyline, and they just abandoned it altogether. I was worried about that. But let's and I also want to mention one thing before I get any farther. I've always kind of struggled with like Asian culture. The names, the places, I have a hard time pronouncing them. I have a hard time remembering them. Asian culture in general, whether it be, and even Middle Eastern, like basically, I didn't really learn a whole lot of that growing up. And there's just something about the names, the languages, the places, all that stuff. It's hard for me to remember it and pronounce it and really get into it. So I will do my best with pronunciation on names and places and, things of that nature. I struggled with that in Mirage as well. That game took place, I think Alumet is in Iran, modern day Iran. So I will do my best with this, but it's something that I've always struggled with, and I don't really know why. But like Japanese culture's also not really been at the peak of my interest either. So nothing against it, and it's just my interests lie elsewhere. And so I've never spent a lot of time with like Japanese, Asian, cultured games such as this, like samurai games and ninja games, things of that nature. So I might have a little bit of a rough time, but I'm gonna do my best.
Viajar para além do Kyoto é cada vez mais perigoso. Sem a permissão do Lord Nobunaga, a missão dos jesuítas será fracasso. Não podemos permitir.
A nossa segurança deve-se ao Diogo. Sua presença manteve os monges e os bandidos bem longe.
O Diogo não os deterá para sempre. Temos de garantir o favor do Nobunaga.
Vamos ficar bem ocupados quando nos deitarmos a mão. O que tens a dizer sobre isso, Diogo? Gostavas de voltar a ver o oceano?
Não sinto grande falta do mar.
Considerando a quantidade dele que tinhas engolido quando te encontramos, percebo.
Isso foi há muito tempo.
I like how it says to follow them, but I don't have to. This game looks really good, though.
E aqui temos a senhora Nene, e junto dela Moriron Maru, o vassal mais próximo do Lord Oda Nobunaga, Araka Tabakari.
E isso só nos dificulta as coisas.
And I'm sure, just like some of the other games in the series, especially with this game being, one of the heavy RPG games, it's going to be a bit of a slow burn to start with. We've got to establish our story, we have to establish our characters, things like that. And with this game being a dual protagonist game, that's going to take some work. I really do kind of wish that they would have just stuck with one character, because Syndicate having two characters, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad having two protagonists in Syndicate, but I feel like one is just better.
Eu falo com ele.
Viste como o Lord Nobunaga olhou para o Diogo? Será que nunca viu homem negro antes?
Lord Nobunaga will see you now.
Diogo, espera aqui. Não digas nada.
Lord Nobunaga commands that the black man join you.
But he is my sword bearer, a slave. He does not speak the language.
Lord Nobunaga commands it.
devia ter deixado no porto. Ou flutuar no mar onde te encontramos.
Deus ajudar-nos-á nesta situação, Padre Valeriano.
Lord Nobunaga, I present to you Father Valignano. Father Valignano has come to request free movement for his priests in your lands.
That is correct, Sir Ranmaru.
You will address Lord Nobunaga.
Of course, of course. Forgive me, Lord Nobunaga. Please, accept this gift. A European chair, made by the finest artisans in Portugal.
You may rise.
I have a feeling the dude's not really going to want a chair.
Let your priests walk freely. But your priests are here already, Father Valignano. Perhaps before you worry about your priest feet, you may wish to plead for their
Very well
heads.
could be. Again, I'm not very familiar with Japanese culture, so I don't know how a Japanese emperor in the
has the instincts of a warrior.
1500s would react
As he
to
realized
the gift of a
danger
chair.
You are in, his eyes found every threat in the room.
I am sorry, Lord Nobunaga. He does not understand us.
I would have many questions for this man, if only he understood. He is all the people of Kyoto speak about since his arrival.
Lord Nobunaga, I do understand you.
Oh shit.
Have you been deceiving me, Father Valignano?
No, Lord Nobunaga. Even I am surprised to hear Diogo speak like this.
Your name is Diogo?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. That is what they call me.
I have
Lord
a feeling
Nobunaga would like to speak with Diogo. Alone.
I have a feeling Father Valignano is going to become a problem.
Sit. Has your skin always been this way?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. My homeland is very far from here. All the people there have this color.
The character models are really well done.
I had thought to kill you all. If the Christians were gone, it would be one less thing to consider. But they have proven fair traders, and a bulwark against the Buddhists. Luis Frois amuses me. We've shared tea. But this Valignano I do not know. What are you to him, Diogo?
I am like a bodyguard. I am to ensure he is safe in this land that is foreign to him.
You are his bodyguard, but also his slave. Are you not?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. I am.
Valignano will not be pleased that I kept you here. What do you think he will do with you? Kill you?
I do not know. I have been subject to worse men, and I yet live.
These worse men? Who are they? Father Valignano, I will grant you what you came for. Your priests are free to move in these lands.
Thank you, Lord Nobunaga. You will not...
But your servant, Diogo, stays. He may yet prove useful to me.
Ah. Very well. Though he is good for little more than bearing your sandals.
Under me, sandal bearers become lords. I see potential in this man. A warrior whose spirit can inspire armies. He will be tested. He may become a legend. Or he may die.
This memory is fractured. What was left, it trails off into infinitesimally smaller fragments. I'll fast forward you to the next reassembled memory. One moment. The integrity of a memory can be tampered with. There are a variety of
For sure.
reasons. Viruses, data corruption, environmental disturbance. But sometimes it's because she doesn't want you to see them.
Six months later. Honestly, I'm not over the moon right now about how they're, I guess, handling the Animus. It's, again, being an Assassin's Creed fan of old, I'd rather have a modern day character that has a purpose to go through these memories. Damn! I mean, maybe as a player, I have a reason to go through these, and I just haven't seen it yet. I'm guessing this is going to be our combat tutorial here. Alright, finally some gameplay. Kill the Egon Shinobi. Oh, shit! Straight took his head off. The movement feels good, though. The movement feels nice and fluid. Hopefully it'll tell me how to block here pretty soon, because that's going to be important. Got a feeling this is going to be Neo's village. I may not be pronouncing that correctly either. As soon as I learn the correct pronunciation to her name, I will use that. There's some languages and some cultures you can like just look at the names, and have a good idea of how to pronounce their names. Japanese is one I struggle with, as I mentioned already.
Can you feel the breeze, Yasuke? It fans the total destruction of Iga. A most perfect night. Ready to finish them off?
At your command, my lord.
What is it?
I've never fought a battle like this. So many lives.
Ever the righteous man. While Iga calls its unifier a tyrant, 40,000 of our countrymen ride with me. Is that tyranny, Yasuke?
No. No, it is conviction. They trust in their future with you.
Yes. And that belief makes you my samurai.
Iga's rebellion stands in the way of harmony. I ride with you.
Go. Find Momochi Sandayu. His death will sever the sword from the hand of Iga.
See, like, seeing the name Yasuki, I thought it was Yasuki. I put way too much emphasis on the U.
Watch yourselves!
So it's gonna be a learning experience for me. Yasuke, yeah.
Fight for Lord Oda Nobunaga!
Damn!
This gate will not stop me.
Sprint at the door and smash through it. Just straight up break through the door. This dude is an absolute brute. Oh, shit. But yeah, the only reason I bring all that up is I mean, you know, absolutely no disrespect by butchering some of these names. I'm going to do my best. I promise. Like, the extent of, like, I guess Japanese-themed games or anything like that I probably ever played would be, like, Tekken.
Their armor is strong. I must break it. One last door to get through.
I got a feeling this is going to be like our other character's village. I feel like Yasuke and her are going to be on opposite sides for a while. And I feel like Obunaga is going to be the bad guy in this game.
Another memory, just fine articulate at this point. Listen carefully. Memories can be fractured, ignored, twisted, but what has been can never truly be lost. The past is power. Do you understand? Fujibaya Shinawe. The structural integrity of her memories is solid. There is much for you and her to discover. I wish you luck. Otherwise, this will be the last time we speak. Goodbye.
Okay, so this is the last time we're going to hear from the guide for now. Whoever the guide is. Earlier that night. So we saw Yasuke's introduction to Obunaga. Fast forward 6 months.
Oda Nobunaga.
So we saw Yasuke's side of this, and yeah, I was correct in my assumption that the village they attacked is probably Naoe's village.
We need a plan. Stewie, what do we do?
We ride to Aikuni Shrine. Now.
You're not telling me everything. I can see it on your face. What was in Hattori Hanzo's letter?
The world is at many wars now, eh? Not just the one Oda Nobunaga fights.
Someone else is coming to Iga?
Yes. But what they want from us, they cannot have.
Then we won't give it to them.
No, we won't.
I know you cannot tell me everything, Chichire. But I need your trust.
You have it.
Then tell me what to do. I can do it. I can help you.
It may come to that. Remember?
Oh, shit. Yeah, this will be the first Assassin's Creed game to reintroduce guns to us since Syndicate. A perfectly timed dodge on an unstoppable attacks makes enemies vulnerable. R1 hold light posture. Kicked him in the face. Okay, I gotta give him props on this because one of the things that I read was that Yasuke was gonna be, you know, a big, you know, brute of a samurai that, you know, is really good with melee and just mows down enemies, and Naoe was gonna be, you know, is obviously a lot smaller in stature, and the play styles between these two, already less than an hour into this game, you can already feel the difference in combat with these two characters, and I feel like that's going to be really well done. Oh, I didn't want to open photo mode. Not yet.
Twenty of them, for every Egan. They are not the only ones here. She gave it to you, so I could protect it if they came. What matters now is defeating Oda. Oda forces pour in from every direction. The mountains, the tiger mouths. Then I will meet them there. Is that not what we have pledged? We pledged our oaths to her. They died with her. Do what you must. I understand. Wait! My heart belongs to Tsuyu. My blood is Egan. I will get you to Mibuno Castle.
I'm coming with you.
No, I need you elsewhere. Run to the Kufu, the mountain. The door will open. To this blade is a key.
What?
Inside the coffin is a box. Protect it with your life.
父上!
You said you wanted help. Now's the time. Cannot let Sendai stand alone. Show me.
Neat.
Go. I will meet you there. Now. Box. It cannot be opened. It cannot be taken. Promise me, Plum.
I promise.
I have a theory already.
Nagato!
And it could just be me getting my hopes up. As soon as this cutscene finishes, I will... Well, I can probably start now. So, Assassin's Creed Revelations ends Ezio's story
Get to the coffin.
in the early 1500s. Shortly after the release of Assassin's Creed Revelations, Ubisoft released a animated short film called Assassin's Creed Embers that is essentially the epilogue to Ezio's story. We see he's older, he's gray, he's married Sophia, they have a child together, and he is visited by a Chinese assassin named again, like I said, names are hard. But he's visited by a Chinese assassin. I think it takes place like the year 1520, something or other. And so he, essentially Ezio kind of takes this Chinese assassin under his wing, gives her all of the knowledge that he has, trains her in certain ways, and then gives her a box at the end and tells her never to open it. And basically says, like, only open it if you've lost your way, or something to that effect. China and Japan are not that far apart, and obviously if Yasuke can come over to Japan from Portugal, you know, all clear on the other side of Europe, it is not a stretch of the imagination whatsoever for this box that Ezio gave the Chinese assassin has now ended up in Japan. So if they can tie Ezio into this game a little bit, I will be a very happy camper.
Don't fail me now, Blade.
Damn. Okay, square is crouch. That's a little weird. I wish I could remember the name of the Chinese assassin in Embers. I really do. But I do remember reading that this was one of the first games, I think since Origins, to not have, you know, like a bird to tag enemies for you. This is also the first Assassin's Creed game. It's been like 13 or 14 mainline games, and this is the first one that we can crawl in. Gonna channel our inner Solid Snake on this one.
This is another trick.
Don't stop.
Xiaojun,
Find
thank
the
you.
box. The coffin!
Now, I do believe that they did give the Anvil engine. As a fun fact, every Assassin's Creed game since 2007, at least mainline titles, Assassin's Creed 1 all the way up to this one, have been built on the same engine, the Anvil engine. And they've just done massive overhauls to it over the years. Like, I think from 1 and 2 there was some decent overhaul. Between Revelations and 3 there was some decent overhaul. From 4 Rogue and then into Unity there was a pretty decent sized overhaul, and then after Syndicate to Origins there was a pretty good sized overhaul. And so I think from Mirage to this one was like the most recent like engine overhaul that they did.
Stu is counting on me.
Ah, yeah, the assassin door. So I had a feeling that the assassins were already part of this. So that also confirms my theory going into this, that Yasuke and Naoe are going to be on opposite sides, at least in the beginning, and that Nobunaga and his group are the Templars and Naoe is the assassins. For me, with the Assassin's Creed games, it's never really been about the historical timelines that I've cared about. It's always been the story of the Assassins and Templars, the story of the Isus, the modern day storyline, the reason they're going back through these memories and all that stuff. That is, to me, what gets me interested in these games, not the fact that I can go to a historical timeline in Japan, or a historical point in Egypt, or a historical event in Italy. That's all secondary for me. Now, I don't remember what the box looked like. I feel like the box in Embers was a little bit smaller than that. But I suppose the box could be in the box.
You're here.
Oof. That was a big-ass club. Don't do it.
With this, we rewrite our history.
Hurry! Someone's coming!
What's in the box?
Dally. I got you. You are alive. Rest, my plum. I've got you.
The box. I couldn't stop him.
I should not have put you there. My oath. So many secrets. The jewel.
The box.
Your mother.
My mother.
So much like her. Never saw her again. If we can just reach Tomiko's.
Has homeboy got an arrow in his back?
She will help us.
Yep.
Stuart!
Honestly, though, I'm not upset about the amount of cutscenes this game has in the beginning, because I'm a story guy. He used to be an adventurer like
Your father
you.
brought you here.
I'm surprised he made it in his condition. He fell into a dead sleep after dragging you in. There will be some hard days ahead, but he'll live. You can sit up. How's the rest of you?
Nothing's broken. I can move. I can fight.
Fight? I didn't fix you up just so you can bleed again.
I have to go. I lost something very important to my father. I must get it back.
Lost? What?
I can't tell you.
Nagato has his secrets and I look the other way. It's best for us both.
You know my father well. And my mother?
Less well.
I've lost too much time. I've got to go.
Go? Go where? Do you even know where to start looking?
Then help me.
Tell me what you can. How did you come to lose this thing?
There was a man in armor. A samurai. He came up behind me. I was careless.
What did he look like?
It was dark. He wore a mask.
Many samurai do. Can you describe it?
It was pale, like an onryo. I think Father grabbed it from him.
It might be among Nagato's things. I put them aside when I dressed his wounds.
This is it.
I've seen one like it. Years ago.
What does it mean? Who is behind it?
I'm not certain. But you should go to Katano. There's a connection there.
I'll take my father's horse. I could reach the castle tonight.
And what will you do if you find your samurai?
What I should have done at the tomb. Take his life and take back what's ours.
See that you do.
Retrieve the box. Man, she fast as shit. I do remember reading that she was going to be like the fastest.
I'll get the box and everything will be as it was. Everything will be all right.
The fastest assassin to date. Yeah, she booking it. I mean, she said something about taking a horse, so maybe I didn't find a horse. Neat. Well, let's turn that off for now.
I should take Kiri.
There we go. There's my horse.
To Katano! Ride, Kiri! What is Chichiue hiding, Kiri? What's in the box? Yukuzo!
Now, I'm going to assume at some point Yasuke and Naoe
Chichiue is willing to risk his life. I can do no less. I will not regret my mistakes, Kiri.
are eventually going to be on the same side, because you can switch between the two. But I like how they're on opposite sides right now. It adds a new layer to the story, and I wasn't over the moon about...
The box thief will be somewhere he feels safe. A well-guarded place.
I wasn't over the moon about there being two playable characters, because I feel like that can be hard to really nail one character down well. But I have a feeling they'll do this one well.
My grappling hook will get me up there.
Grappling hook? Oh, neat. Observe and intuition. Use L2 to observe your surroundings, highlight loot and objective information. Observing and centering your camera on enemies or loot opportunities will tag them, making them easier to track outside of observe. Alright, I think that's all the enemies, so...
Who hit me?
I can throw a kunai one-handed.
Nice.
There it is. That's not the box they stole from me. I need to keep looking.
Oh, she just automatically, like, crouched behind that wall there. Geronimo.
I can use the shadows and night to move unseen.
Ah, neat. Uh-oh. Ah, I do have eagle vision. I was wondering if that was going to be a thing. I can just hide in this box.
Still not the right box. The thief must have it with him.
What do you see? No optic.
Got him.
Make room.
There he is. Give me my box.
This is it. To get the box back, I have to kill him. I can do it with my grappling hook.
Oh, that was smooth.
I have to leave.
Assassins among us!
Oh, I died already. Damn. They got me right when I went to go for a ration. Now, with her, I probably shouldn't try to kill everybody. I probably should just run away. She is fast as shit.
Damn! I have to leave.
Assassins among us!
Oh, of course.
She can't be Kakushiba. She's just a child.
She's like a cat with a gold coin. She has no idea what she carries.
What are you doing?
It will be safe in Sakai.
You will be safer with me.
Merda!
Box is not for you.
That is correct. It is for me.
I'm getting like Red Dead Redemption vibes from this right now. Except for that face. Oh boy. I got a feeling at this point in the story we ain't gonna kick all their asses. He's gonna tell her to run, I bet. Try to buy her as much time to escape. He's going in.
Fujibayashi Nagato. The Kakushiba ends with you. Put them out of their misery.
Your life's work is undone tonight.
No! Let them suffer. Let them die in pain.
Fine. We have what we came for.
Damn. Things are not going well for them.
I'm coming! Stuart!
Mom. I found you. No. No. I kept too much from you. Now, it dies with me.
Stop talking like that.
There is hope. Follow the blade.
Stuart! Stuart.
Remember a song in the music. We are together. Always.
Stuart! Stuart!
You know, again, as I stated before, I didn't really go into this game with high hopes, and there was a lot of negativity leading up to the release of this game, but this is well done. So at this point, now we've got the splash screen with the logo and everything. We've completed the prologue. So we've got essentially the backstories, really, you know, the lead up to the meat and potatoes, and that was well done. I mean, I ignored as much of the negativity leading up to it as I could, because I wanted, and one of the reasons I pre-ordered this game and jumped on it on release day was because I wanted to actually play this game before a lot of things got spoiled for me. I wanted to be able to have my own opinion from just playing the game. And so far, I'm impressed.
Have to get back.
I mean,
This place.
I mean, I do expect this game to open up a lot and be more open world RPG type, but at least in the beginning, it's getting me invested, which is good. It was one of my biggest problems with Origins. I just could not get into the characters.
How did I get here? Stu.
2 years later, 1579. Did he survive? I feel like there's no way he survived that.
Morning, Chichiro.
He did.
Morning.
Unless she's dreaming.
The sun is nearly risen. You are late. Yesterday, you were slow. Today, we move faster.
Hi, Chichiro.
Getting past me is the first challenge. Let us begin. Come. Good! There's weight behind your strike. Don't go easy on your father. Pretend I am your enemy.
I'm getting better. I am.
Show me. You win this match, and I will cook tonight.
Deal.
Whoops.
That's enough now.
I almost had you.
Almost.
I am ready to train with the others, Chichiro.
This training is enough. You have other obligations.
I am the daughter of one of Iga's greatest warriors. Don't I have a reputation to uphold?
I'd say she is.
You are also a daughter of Iga. That means caring for the people within it.
That's what I'm asking to do. I want to protect them.
The Iga the way is shared responsibility, community, and benevolence. You will bestow that upon Matsu today.
Auntie Matsu again?
Any day she needs you, you will help her. Or any of our neighbors.
Yes, Chichiro. Auntie Matsu kept me for hours yesterday.
Clearing the wasp nest from her tree should have taught you to work quickly.
I kept getting stung.
No complaints. You know why we help our neighbors. Alone, we are nothing. But together...
The height of the great mountain is not made by one stone.
Yes. To the rest of the country, we Igans are different people. So we must come together to form a mountain.
This morning, I feel like rubble.
You are a pebble now. As my daughter, much is expected of you. The Fujibayashi name is a rock at the base of the mountain.
I know, Chichiro. I'll help Auntie.
Good. You know what she will give you in return.
breakfast.
So, it's not for nothing. You give, and you receive. That is community. I have my own work to do. Be on your best behavior.
I will.
I like how there's an auto follow, so you don't have to try to keep pace with NPCs. That's really nice.
What will it be today, Auntie Matsu? Weeding the turnips? Scrubbing your iron pots? I'll find out just over the hill. Good morning, Auntie Matsu.
Naoe, smelled my miso shiru brewing across the village, eh?
Eggplant and daikon?
Your favorite. But not ready yet. Come later.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get into
My
this
father
game
said
some
you
more.
needed my help.
It
So.
looks
An old woman
really
for
nice.
Let me help.
Oh. Ooh. These knees don't bend like they used to. The jewels of my land, my crops. I give them water, wish them well. And in the morning, they disappear. Something wanders my yard. Beast or spirit, I am sure.
Spirits, Auntie?
They are everywhere, you know, like gnats. Whatever it is, you will find it. I can always count on my Naoe. Observation is the first step to victory. You need higher ground to find what haunts me. Climb the old tower. Tell me what you see.
For a bowl of your miso shiru?
Work first, then rewards. And lucky you, it will be my best one yet.
I won't let you down.
Small little nitpick here, but if she's going to be going through like training now, I feel like they should have saved some of the tutorial elements for combat and things like that until later. I mean, obviously she wasn't the most capable fighter in the world, but I feel like they could have held off on some of the combat tutorial until this point. But yeah, this looks fantastic. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not regret my decision to buy a PS5 one bit. Because I bet you my PC would probably be struggling with this game.
From up there.
For context, my PC has a Ryzen 7 2700, which doesn't meet the recommended system specs. The minimum, I think, is a Ryzen 5 3600, which is a 6-core processor. I have an 8-core processor, but the core speeds of the 3600 are faster than the 2700. And then I think the minimum GPU is a 2070 Super, and I have a 3060 Ti. The recommended GPU is a 3080. So I have
It's an animal. A deer?
My PC had been struggling to play some games on like anything higher than medium lately, so I have a feeling. Whoa, okay, there we go. I have a feeling that that my PC would be struggling. I don't know why she didn't do the typical, like leap of faith there. Again, I feel like I almost feel like this went backwards 2 years rather than forward 2 years.
It's all right. Don't... Whoever did this will pay.
Poachers! I mean, what am I gonna do? Kill them with a wooden sword?
Someone made a fire. and I hear voices.
We should be on the road to Yamato already.
Not till my belly's full. Eat!
Who are you?
Who wants to know?
I do.
We are innocent survivors from battle, starving and alone. You would turn us away?
Not with that flimsy bokken, she won't.
We are good people. If you ask us, we will help.
You're Egans. Dirty sneaks and hermits.
That's not true.
We'll ask for help next time, if Iga still stands.
Leave! Now!
Make us. This will be quick.
You're serious?
I cannot get this dodge down worth a shit.
She's not worth it!
Go! Go!
She just beats your ass with a wooden sword, my guy.
And stay out of Iga!
See, Chichue? Nothing to worry about. I handled them just fine. But it sounds like something was following them to Iga. Something big.
So tell me, beast or spirit?
Peasant Ashigaru from outside Iga. I fought them off.
Of course you did. You're a Fujibayashi.
How did they get in our village? My father says Iga is a locked door.
What matters is that you chase them off. Eat. Good for the heart and the bones.
Those soldiers, they spoke like something is coming. A battle.
You are strong. You will meet trouble with courage and a full stomach. But you must do it without me.
Why? My father said you were once a great fighter.
That is long behind me. These days, I am only good with a hocho to chop vegetables.
You busy around your garden like a honeybee. Rest.
Oh, you need to be fed, don't you? I'll do all I can before I venture up the mountain for good.
Well, as long as you're around, I will take care of you. And when you can't even use a hocho, you can live with me and my father.
A generous soul, like your mother. Oh, how proud Suyu would be to see who you are becoming. Oh, no,
my father doesn't like to talk about her.
He has his reasons. Forgive me. Eat more, huh? Miso shiru, Nagato?
They're coming.
Who?
The armies of Oda Nobunaga. His son is at our borders, Nobukatsu, ready to attack Iga. I must meet them head on. We can't let them reach the village.
It's dangerous, Chichue.
That won't stop me.
What should we do, Nagato?
Stay here. Now I will protect you.
Yes, Chichue.
Wait for me. I will return.
The peasant Ashigaru. They were warning.
Sit. Eat.
feel useless.
Waiting is not useless. Like I say, observation is the key to victory. Or else we are carps on the slab.
I am no Fujibayashi, Auntie Matsu. If I was, I wouldn't have been scared. I would have gone with my father. I'm an obedient coward.
No, Naoe.
Yes, I'm done waiting. I want to help. I want to fight.
So let us go. You have kept your bravery dark behind your eyes so your father does not see it. Enough hiding.
Enough hiding.
I know just where to begin. Off we go.
Uh-oh. Ah, yeah, okay, so it did actually go back, I think.
That's good. Can you hear me?
I thought it said 2 years later, but it might have said 2 years earlier.
Now, I'll ask you politely not to run away again.
I didn't ask to be brought here, monk. And I refuse to be your prisoner.
I suppose I should expect a fiery response from someone who carries more blades than wits. You're not my prisoner. You are my charge. And it's your leg that holds you here, not me. Have you ever seen a bone pierce its way through the skin?
Not my own.
If you would take another stroll on that leg, I imagine you'd see it firsthand. It is a miracle you are alive, young one.
I'm not that young.
When you get to be my age, everyone is young. What is your name? You will be here for some time. I might as well know what to call you.
Fujibayashi, Naoe, of Iga.
I am Sorin. The little one is Junjiro. And this place is Makino Odera, a temple. Or at least, what is left of it. War's shadow has darkened much in Setsu, as in Iga.
When you found me, did you... Is he...
I am sorry.
Okay, so he didn't survive. That was definitely earlier. I definitely just misread that. Okay, I just went back through my stream and it definitely did say 2 years earlier, so I was completely way off on that.
You...
Go ahead. I won't bite.
You should eat more. Soren says you'll need your strength soon.
I was too busy looking at the date and not... I just saw 2 years and just assumed later because so far up to that point everything had moved
Fetch me a blade,
further, not backwards.
I believe it's time we freed our guest from her splint.
He's strange, Junjiro.
You are hardly one to talk. You've been a ghost for weeks.
Is he afraid of me?
Should he be?
No. So long as he never poses a threat.
It must be exhausting, seeing enemies everywhere.
They are everywhere.
You should know it was Junjiro who tended to you day and night. Junjiro who kept a cross on your brow to break the fever.
Is that when he painted all those portraits?
The boy paints what he sees.
Those are very good.
Be kind to him, Naoe. He's lost more than you know. Pain is expected, but you can walk. It will be some time before you're at full strength, but you can walk toward it on your feet, and maybe even help around the temple for once. What a thought. Ah, the knife. Thank you.
I wouldn't run around with that too much, kid.
Well, wait, you said...
You know how my hands shake in the cold, Junjiro. I'll leave you to it.
Go on. I trust you. See?
I don't like handling knives. Are you sure I didn't hurt you?
Don't worry. I'm tougher than I look.
Really?
What's that supposed to mean?
I just meant because you're... Never mind.
I did read that this game was going to have like seasons and stuff in it, so now it's wintertime.
No, wait, I was hoping...
Did you do this, Junjiro?
I don't paint like that anymore.
Sorin said you paint what you see. I'm sorry you had to see this.
There are lots of beautiful things too, if you know where to look. I can teach you. Let me get my brush.
Maybe for a minute, but I'm willing to bet her speed and everything's gonna come back.
Good to be on my feet again. Even with the ache. I wonder if I'll ever be as strong as before. I wonder if it even matters.
Oops. Alright, so here's our map. Pretty decent sized map here. Oh, okay. I see what that is. Okay, so I have an Animus menu. Yeah, it looks like all this stuff here is just going to be for like basically just like battle pass reward shit. Not a big fan of that. And if that's all my Animus menu is going to be, eh.
There's a tanuki over that way. Her name is Mikan.
Mikan?
Why don't you try sneaking up and sketching her? I feed her sometimes, even though Soren tells me not to. Just remember, be quiet and move slow. You don't want to startle her. You can do it!
Oh, there it is.
I see you. I need to be quiet. Good view from here.
I mean, it looks mostly like a tanuki.
You look mostly like a tanuki. You're right. It's not very good. Guess I'm not much of an artist, huh?
It just takes practice, like anything. And you understand that. You play music.
Why do you think that?
Come on. I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm severely disappointed that there's no modern day storyline here, because I've always been in the camp of the modern day storyline is almost just as important, if not more important, than the historical story. Because that gave the characters a reason to go to that location and to that character, because it meant something that would benefit them in their modern day storyline. It gave the historical timeline even more importance. And I feel like Mirage didn't have that either. Mirage completely abandoned it, but Mirage was initially developed as a DLC for Valhalla that they spun off into its own game. So that game was only like 16 hours long, which was fine. I had no issues with Mirage in its length, size, nothing. It was perfect for what it was. But it was missing the modern day storyline, which that game I feel like could get away with it because they were just basically telling Basim's backstory. But like in Valhalla, they go through Eivor's memories to find Yggdrasil, so then they can figure out how to turn off basically what Desmond started at the end of 3, and basically like save the world a second time. And she does that, but then we get Basim comes back. Basim was attached to the Yggdrasil machine for like 1,200 years or something like that, and so then now he's in the modern day and he's a reincarnation of the Isu, and it's like, what is going on with those characters? You know what I mean? They just completely abandoned that, and I'm not excited about that at all. And so my worry was that the only reason they did an Assassin's Creed game in a feudal Japan setting was because fans and people have been asking for it for so long that finally they're just like, okay, that's what the fans want, I guess. And I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, they need to just do away with the modern day storyline. I was never in that camp, but I couldn't argue with the fact that their argument was that the modern day storyline kind of sucked and was paper thin, because it was. But I guess from a modern day standpoint, even as myself and as the individual being, I guess, the modern day character and having my own personal animus and all that, why am I here in Japan? Why am I here technically reliving Naoe's memories? What is the purpose to do all this? And it just seems like there isn't one. But the story that they're crafting here is good.
We found this where we found you.
Open it.
No way.
I mean, yeah, there could be little bits and pieces kind of sprinkled in, but they did
Thank you for this. It has reminded me of something very important.
What's that?
A promise.
But throughout the events of Assassin's Creed 4, Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate, they did kind of the same thing. I mean, it wasn't just like, because this one, I feel like it's even worse because it's just cutscenes and, you know, like an Animus interface, whereas at least in those particular games, you were a nameless first-person character that had like your own office cubicle and computer and stuff. So there was a little bit more to it than that. But I wasn't a fan of those either. And so there was a modern-day storyline there, but it wasn't good. And I feel like this one's kind of going the same way. That there might be a modern-day story there, but it's going to be so paper-thin and secondary that it's not even going to matter. I could be surprised. There could be something big coming in that regard, but... At least in like Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, with the establishment of the character of Layla, they kind of started it off like, hey, we have the Spear of Leonidas. Hey, we're sitting here with the, in the tombs of Amunet and Bayek. We're, sitting here at the grave of Eivor. We got their DNA. Let's go through their memories. There was at least something that started this process. And this one's just kind of like, hey, here's your Animus, interface. Go through these memories. Why? You know what I mean? So it's just there's nothing there in the modern day that makes me feel like this is important to everything else that's been established. Well, we've gotten she's obviously got her sword. Do we have the hidden? We don't have the hidden blade back yet, but she's got her speed back, so that's good.
Plenty of bamboo around. Let's see if this blade is as sharp as I remember.
First waypoint, or viewpoint. Gotta get the viewpoints. It ain't Assassin's Creed if we don't have viewpoints. Although I will say, I do like the fact that they've kind of gone back to the classic, you just can't climb everything. Nope, definitely not playing as the kid. Oh, that's a nice view, though. That is a great view. I'm taking a screenshot of that. Whoops. Yeah, so that didn't reveal a whole lot, which is fine. I did read that they were going to be making changes to this. So this must be where the game started. Because I did read that as you just explore on foot, that's how you'll reveal more of the map as well. So you don't have to get the viewpoints in order to get, you know, like the map revealed, which is good. I feel like that'll be a welcome change. But that was one of the things that I really liked with Mirage, was the fact that you couldn't just climb anything. And I'm pretty sure they went back to that in this game. Like, I'm sure you're still going to be able to climb a lot, but it was like in Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, you could literally just, like, scale a rock face with zero effort. You know what I mean? It just made the, you know, the parkour system kind of meaningless because there was no thought in it.
Did it work? Do you feel better now that you've destroyed something? Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
It's not vengeance. Revenge isn't a valid motive. It's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment. Sorry, one of the best lines from the 2004 Punisher film. I know a lot of people dislike that movie, but that movie was fucking fantastic. Sue me.
I really did try my best.
He put the thing back together, didn't he? I don't know what kind of instrument it was, but it was some sort of, you know, instrument. And so, oh, and he put it back together with gold too, it looks like. Dude, that game is expensive. The Punisher game, oh boy howdy, it's like 80 bucks.
You like it?
How?
It would seem Junjiro has a knack for mending things. With a little help, of course.
Can you play something that way? Please?
I was thinking the same thing. I know that's not an ocarina, but I feel like it's probably pretty close. It's a cool shot right there.
Follow the blade.
Thank you. I can never repay your kindness. But now, I have a different debt to settle.
Where will you go then?
To the home of a family friend, Tomiko. She has a farm in Setsu.
Ah, yes. That poor family.
You know the place?
I have lived in Setsu a very long time, young one. I have heard all its stories, good and bad. To reach the farm, head north following the winding path down the mountain. But be careful, danger is everywhere. And Naoe, remember to tend to your wounds, not only the physical ones. Your eyes are on the horizon now, but do not forget to look back, to look within.
Thank you, Junjiro.
Do you really have to go?
Take care of yourself and the old man. I was on that mountain for so long. Feels strange to leave it.
All right, so here's our first look at our inventory. Whoops. Oh, here's our skill tree. Let's head back to the inventory for a minute. Secondary weapon. Ain't got one. Looks like I'll be able to get different saddles for it at some point. Headgear. Ah. Gives me 35 health and 6% extra adrenaline gain. Resources, tools, crafting materials, all pretty standard stuff for the recent Assassin's Creed games. Okay, so looks like instead of one massive skill tree that we used to have, we've got smaller, more dedicated skill trees. Increase damage with abilities by 2%. Increase health by 2%. Allows Naoe to breathe through a reed while remaining still in shallow water. I might have to spend a point on that because I have one. I feel like that's going to come in handy. I need 2 points for that. Can assassinate a target through a panel. Nice. Increase damage on vulnerable enemies by 2%. Smoke bomb. Increase tool damage by 3%. And quick throw. Extremely fast strike, dealing 25% ability damage and making the enemy vulnerable. Press R1 after a dodge to launch a fast counterattack. That would come in handy. And increase damage with melee weapons by 2%. Yeah, we're gonna go with this shallow water breathing. Feel like that might come in handy. Okay, so we gotta go. Did I just get another point? I did. I guess I should have waited another minute. Or did I spend that point? Yeah, I spent it before it actually showed up. That's what it was. Okay. Well. Yeah, I've already done that. A little late. Well, let's call up our horse here and...
It's been too long, Kitty. I've missed you.
Let's head on over to our next objective. We got about 45 minutes before Grimm's going to get started. Grim might pop in again here for a few minutes, but either way, we're gonna go join Grim here in about 45 minutes.
Whoa!
What do we got here? I've had it on for a bit, just driving. Well, you know, be safe and, you know, stuff. But I gotta say, though, story-wise, they've done a good job.
Oda's shadow grows longer with each passing day. Is anywhere safe?
There's just, you know, people getting stabbed and shot, and I'm just gonna go on with my business. Did she have the hidden blade back? It doesn't look like she's re-equipped the hidden blade. She has not. That's probably where, like, my secondary weapon would probably be.
Yup. I need to paint this. It might scare the animals.
Well, I scared the animal. We'll have plenty of time for combat later.
I meant no harm.
The last time I was here, everything was different. Chichiue was alive. I only hope Tomiko's alright.
Frame rate's not too great right here. I can see that there is a little bit of a frame rate hit right now. But no biggie.
Tomiko. Tomiko.
Naoe. And Nagato? Come. I'll pour sake.
Oh, now she's got the hidden blade back on.
Chichiue. I only wish I had seen their faces. Cowards, all of them.
What do you mean?
That night, the masked samurai. There are 11 more. They killed my father, the Onryo.
The masked man from Katano. I should have known he wasn't just some mad ronin. So there's more than one.
Many more.
They killed Nagato. You'll have to kill them all. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, I will.
Not just those that wear masks, but the people that surround them. The power that commands them.
I will not hesitate.
Good. It's the only way to set things right. Blood for blood.
Blood for blood.
You will need much, then. Allies, supplies.
And a place to put them.
They haven't...
It's yours. Anything.
Are you sure?
I don't know if they've actually mentioned her name
Did you
yet.
tell you why my bones ache in the weather? Why my strength fades so quickly?
No.
War. Years ago. Between daimyo whose faces I'd never seen. Powerful men who fought to
definitely
rule
possible,
my
though.
land, but never set foot in it. Their soldiers killed everyone. My family, neighbors, left my mangled body in the dirt. Left me to burn as our fields turned to ash.
But why? You weren't the enemy.
We were in the way. The last thing I heard, after my husband's screams fell silent, was laughter. Our lives meant nothing.
I'm thinking not.
These people don't care about us. So every scrap I have in this world is yours, Naue. As long as you promise to make them suffer.
I'll have to make changes to the place.
Then it is time to start gathering supplies.
Hideout rooms can be built and upgraded using resources.
Well, it's a humble beginning, but we'll need a lot of foundation to make that mountain Stuart always told me about. This should be enough for the walls. That's enough stone. This will build a strong roof. Time to build, I guess.
I was looking forward to this, as you can build and customize your own base of operations and stuff, and this is one of the things that I saw people, of course, had to be negative about, like, I don't want to build the world for the developers. Like, no, let me have a little bit of customization. Like, that was one of my critiques with Valhalla with Ravensthorpe. Like, I'm supposed to be, like, in charge of this settlement, but I have no say in what goes where and where everything's built, so, like, this is awesome to me. You can customize and improve your entire base of operations. Building new rooms unlocks various advantages and will improve your overall hideout level, granting even more bonuses. Use the build menu square to place new rooms or decorations. Note that some natural cosmetics are affected by the changing seasons. For example, a tree may lose its leaves or grow flowers depending on what time of year it is. Using X on buildings allows you to move, upgrade, customize, or destroy them. Okay, so I can't move this one. Heart of the hideout, where key decisions are made, allows new rooms to be built and manages the hideout. Only one room of this kind can be built. Stables, which I already have. A hub to manage safe houses all over Japan. Upgrading makes them more efficient. You can also refill your scouts. Acquire a scout. Grant fast travel, seasonal contracts, and supplies. Fast travel will definitely come in handy. Progress further in the story to unlock the study, forge, and the dojo. All right. Well, the only one we can do is this one, because I already have the stables. I already have the connectable room. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this this hub here. Okay, and I can rotate it. Got a pretty decent sized area here to build on. That's pretty cool. I feel like right here would work, because it's by the stables. Either that or potentially here. Or actually, let's put it right there. Feel like that makes a nice layout. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay. So, yeah, we have the roof, walls. This display stand showcases armor and outfits. A sturdy shelf can hold up to 3 small items. Showcases weapons. This versatile table holds a variety of objects. An empty wall to hang artwork on. We're going to go with a weapon display. And weapons. No items available for spot 1. A rural tea bowl collection. And we'll put that there. And that's probably all I can do for now. Oh, now I can unlock the study. The League's Information Center, where secrets are gathered. Upgrading expands the network by recruiting new scouts. An additional scout joins the League. Reduce search zone for quests by 25%. Oh, I can actually connect with different corridors and stuff to make like a bigger thing. Oh, we can place down our own dirt. Campfire, stone lanterns. Now we can get detailed with this. Drying pole. Trees and bushes. And I'm guessing that's going to be animals. I will mess with this some more later. I feel like I've got time to maybe do one more quest before I got to call it a night. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, maybe having some sort of pathway in between here, or, you know, covered corridor between these two things would be nice. But we'll work on that some other day. Maybe that's something I can do off stream. Because I'll tell you what, only playing this game 2 days a week might be difficult. That, and I'm sure there's going to be side quests and a bunch of other stuff to do once I get moving a little bit more.
Junjiro! Sorin!
Hey, how's it going?
My apologies for our unannounced arrival.
I've come to stay with you.
What?
What?
I had thought I was doing some good by staying at Maki no Odera. But your fiery spirit showed me that, in truth, I was hiding, sinking my roots too deep in the mountain soil.
But where will you go? What will you do?
A pilgrimage, I think. A slow one if these old bones have any say.
And I've come to stay with you.
He hasn't ceased talking about you since the moment you left.
Please, I'll help. I could cook, do chores, feed the horses.
This isn't some temple hidden away in the mountains.
I feel like there
It
would have been a
isn't
decision
safe
right there
It isn't
if I
safe
wasn't on canon
anywhere.
mode.
But the boy wants to be with you.
Fine. I'll take care of him.
Yatta!
So we are taking in strays now, are we?
You were the one who said we needed allies. Think of Junjiro as our first recruit.
Don't touch that.
Will you be all right?
You don't believe me capable of a pilgrimage, then?
I guess you've proven me wrong before.
Do take care of him. You two are more alike than you know.
Yeah, I definitely feel like...
What is this? Here. This mark.
That one was wounded. My father sliced off his ear in the melee.
There's a man in Sakai rumored to have lost an ear some months ago. I hear his men have clashed with Kyonyo and his monks at a temple, somewhere in southeast Setsu.
Monks?
Survivors from Honganji, the Ikoiki. Kyonyo is their leader now. Maybe he could give you information.
Anything else?
The Teppo. What are those etchings?
Gold, I think. Even in the moonlight alone, I could still see them. Never knew a teppo could shine like that.
Then you've never been to the markets of Sakai. The craftsmen there are like none other. Someone in Sakai will lead you to this gun. Follow your instincts.
I wonder if I'm going to be able to use
Sakai
guns
is a
in
big
this
city
game.
now, full of danger, yes, but also allies. Eyes open for those who might help our cause.
Right.
And if you're near the blacksmith shops, find Heiji. Looks like a bear, forges like a master. He owes me a favor.
I will track down who we're looking for, wherever they're hiding.
Well, there's our list of targets, I suppose. Go to the objective menu to track your activities. Ooh, okay. So this is kind of like Mirage then, with the way they did that. New targets and quest givers are revealed as you explore Japan and meet new people. Complete target investigations and quest givers tasks to progress in your main objective. So yeah, they did borrow a little bit from Mirage in this. Tracking a quest will guide you towards its objectives. You can explore the area on your own or use your scouts to help reveal key locations. Okay, so we've got Yasuke here. So Naoe is on a personal journey of retribution and restoration of peace in her homeland, and Yasuke goes on a personal journey of self-discovery and self-atonement. Help the people of my league. Tomiko is a hardened, war-stained survivor with a desire for change. She's committed to do whatever will help the league. So here's our hideout information. Now we've got Matsu, an elder from Iga. Matsu is Naoe's unofficial auntie. She's always been there for the Fujibayashi family with a smile and a warm bowl of stew. Okay, he's dead. Yep, we got him already. He's the one who initially took the box. So there's the one they were talking about with the sliced off ear. And the golden teppo. Smash woman shot Naue with a gold trimmed teppo. Let's go after the dude missing an ear. We'll do that one first, because let's see, he's got a level 6 weapon. She's got a level 8 weapon, so. And search for one of her father's killers. Naue hears of a warrior monk named Kyonyo who might have some answers. He is south of Sakai. He is west of the Izumi coast. And at Gensenji Temple. Use your scouts to search any objective in an objective board. Read the quest guidance carefully and dispatch a scout in the area you want to search by pressing square. I feel like we should probably find some new allies first. So where's... Okay, south. Okay, so this is just not straight up just not going to give me a quest marker. Okay. Okay, so he's south of here. West of Izumi Coast at the temple. So somewhere over here is a temple. But I do see right here there's finding new allies, so it's not going to let me out of this. So, alright. Press square to scout objective. Okay. Interesting. See, I can fast travel and hideout management while on your... Okay. Scouts are refilled automatically when the season changes. You can refill them faster by spending Mon in... Okay. Yeah, let's talk to the blacksmith first. Do that. But also, finding new allies. Let's check that out. Scout recruited. Is there a way I can see my recruits? Oh, I can just change the season? Changing season is currently unavailable. Okay.
So, in a way, you're more my mother than she was. But I can't call you mother out of respect for her. So, when I call you auntie, I really mean mother. Is that alright with you, auntie?
Call me what you like, but you are not getting out of your chores, Junjiro.
It's interesting how they transition in and out of the hideout. It actually kind of reminds me of like some of the older Zelda games.
Miss Naue? Oh! Ah, Miss Naue!
Monta? Is that you?
Oh, you survived the fall of Ida. Not many of our neighbors did. Our home is a shadow of what it once was. We lived together and found this place.
Come inside. You can stay here.
Only if you let us earn our keep.
We want to build community here. Allies who will work together.
Then let us be on the lookout for you.
We'll keep this place safe. Gather information.
You are all welcome.
Okay. Got 2 more available scouts. That's cool. Delete these materials to expand the hideout. You can mark resources when infiltrating castles and camps for scouts to smuggle back. Okay, so that's not one I can actually select. That's just like a passive quest. Well, let's see if we can at least make it down here to this location. Oh, that's helpful. Being able to cycle these icons that are close by. Let's put a marker on that waypoint and our viewpoint. Let's see if we can get there before 11:30. I like how dense the trees and stuff are, because, like, playing through Valhalla, it just seemed like you could kind of just, for the most part, aside from Cliff, just, like, make a beeline to your destination. This one, you're actually going to have to, you know, keep in mind the landscape and things.
I could practice Kujikiri here. Look within.
I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I guess I did it right.
Where are we going?
Into the forest to find something I have not seen in many years.
Now? I thought we were going to fight.
Trust me, my Naoi. Now is the perfect time.
So this
Say
is
the Oda clan has the teeth of bears and the same craving for flesh.
So this is a flashback
his
then?
appetite is never satisfied. That Oda Nobunaga. He sends his son to take down his prey, no doubt.
What does he want? We've done nothing to them.
What they all say they want. Peace. But I would guess the real answer is power. We could be tiny mice in a hole, but within his walls, Oda Nobunaga will not stop his knife until we have stopped scratching.
Then we have to stop him first.
And with your father and Momochi Sandayu, we stand a great chance.
Momochi Sandayu will fight with us? Oda Nobukatsu will be finished by sunrise tomorrow.
By nightfall. Come, we are getting close. Ah, I believe this is the one. Take a closer look at that shrine. There.
There's something here. Is this your katana?
I hid it when I thought Iga would see peace for good. How wrong I was. But now, it is yours.
Mine?
Naoi, you are all Nagato has. It is why he protects you so. But when destiny comes to your door, you must answer. Blade first at times.
Thank you, Auntie Matsu.
Obaba, it is not safe. You are Nagato and Tsu's daughter.
Yes, my name is Naoe.
The resemblance is striking. Can you fight like your father?
Yes, sir, I can. He has taught me.
Then today will be your greatest test. When you're ready, get to the edge of Nagano Pass. Stay low. Do not attack until I give the order.
Will you be all right? Can you get back home?
You told me to rest, but rest is far off yet. Still, I will be fierce.
You're no honeybee. You're a dragonfly.
I am Igan too, you know.
Goodbye, Auntie. I will be strong.
Well, this is turning out to be longer than I expected it to be. I didn't think this was going to be like a whole, you know, side quest flashback thing, but it's kind of neat that you're getting bits and pieces of her past while also, you know, playing the present.
Oda Nobunaga's men could be anywhere.
Stay hidden. No! They'll kill me.
I wanted to go prone, not stand up. I thought while I was crouched, if I held it, she'd go all the way down. She did.
Stay hidden. They'll kill me if they see me. No! Kagetora? The Oda clan are monsters.
Got him. Well, that must have been her first kill.
What's happening? Why is this happening? I begged Chue for this. To fight just to kill? What have I done? I'm covered in blood.
No, one of us had to die. I had no choice.
Did they hear me?
Was that Momochi-san that you?
You saw nothing.
If I have to kill again, I'll be ready. I'm getting closer.
Are they everywhere?
Don't look back. Just keep going.
What a badass.
Why have we stopped? What are you waiting for? Attack! Attack!
Right in the forehead. Ouch.
Lost, are you? Iga should have surrendered.
Absolutely not.
Iga does not know surrender.
Oh, so this is like a boss fight almost. Alright. Ah, got the dodge. Got him.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I killed him, Chichue. He was as big as a...
Are you hurt? Answer me!
This is not my blood.
You disobeyed me.
She obeyed my orders. I asked her to defend Iga.
She is my daughter!
Is she not Egan? Was Iga not attacked?
We had defense enough. Now I did not do as she was told.
You tell me to stay with Matsu, I stay with Matsu. Momochi-san that you tells me to defend Iga, I defend Iga.
Now,
I do what I am told. I have never done anything less.
You killed this man.
Yes.
Formidable foe.
You have made Iga proud today, Naoe.
It's time to go home. The battle is over.
The battle is over, my friend. But the war has just begun.
Well, that was neat. Definitely didn't think I was going to be getting into a whole big long quest with that, but well, let's see. I've got 8 minutes till Grim gets started, so let's go ahead and let's get to this viewpoint here, and we'll call it a night. I got a knowledge point. What's a knowledge point? Unlock new skills by gaining knowledge points and assessing new knowledge ranks. Various activities reward knowledge points. Oh, I see. So I gotta have knowledge rank 2. So my knowledge rank is currently 1. So next knowledge rank and 7 knowledge points. And in order to get these skills in rank 3, I need knowledge rank 2 and knowledge rank 3 and 4. Okay, so that makes sense.
I need to paint this. I need a closer look. I need to be quiet. Perfect spot. Got it.
Oh, I got a new pet. Can I have a pet in my my base now? That's pretty cool. And I got a mastery point, so let's go ahead and see, what was it? I think it was in this one. There was another specific skill that I wanted. I'll hold on to that point for now. See if we can get to this viewpoint real quick, and we'll call it a night. I'm actually enjoying it more than I anticipated.
Easiest way to stay safe is to stay hidden.
I'll talk about it here in just a minute. I guess I can probably go over it now while I get to this viewpoint. As I stated at the beginning of the stream, games, set in Japan, I've heard of a lot of games that, people have played that are, Japanese-oriented samurais and shinobis and things of that nature. They've never really been my thing. And as I stated at the beginning of the stream, I've always struggled a little bit with Japanese names and, things like that. So it's probably one of the reasons why I've never really gotten into games in Japanese settings. But the characters in this one are damn good. The story, the writing so far has been really good. The gameplay revisions that they've made from the previous RPG style games are good. The combat I like. The parkour and stuff seems fairly fluid. I like the fact that you can't just climb anything anymore. The only major complaint that I have is just with the modern day storyline. And the fact that there, I guess, so far isn't one. But so far, I'm really enjoying this game. Really enjoying the next chapter of, you know, Assassin's Creed. Considering that I've played all of them, you know, since the beginning. I think this is going to be a fun chapter. I really do. I'm looking forward to it. We saw very little of Yasuke. I was kind of expecting to see more of him, considering that this is going to be a dual protagonist game. But I'm less than 3 hours in, so I feel like we're still scratching the surface. But so far, what I've seen, I've enjoyed. Visually, this game is fairly impressive. The character models are really good. Movement and everything is fluid. Again, I didn't go into this with a lot of expectations because I haven't really enjoyed the... I mean, like, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because once I played through Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, like, I got 4 shortly after it came out. And then I never played Rogue, Unity, or Syndicate when they came out. I think I did play Origins when that came out. Just had a hard time getting into that game. And then played Odyssey and loved Odyssey. That one kind of got me back into the series as a whole. But Odyssey was a really good Greek mythology game. It wasn't really an Assassin's Creed game. Valhalla was another one. Really good Viking game, but not really an Assassin's Creed game. That one did focus a lot more on like the Isus and whatnot, and I feel like Odyssey kind of stuck more to the mythology stuff. I mean, there was some Isu stuff in there and everything like that. But I did like Mirage and how they kind of took the series back to its roots with the Hidden Ones being much, much closer to the Assassins. And I like the smaller map and everything, and this game obviously is going with the bigger map and, you know, all that stuff, and it's going back to the RPG stuff, but I'm excited for the fact that this is the first game since Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out, and let's see, I don't remember when Syndicate came out. I think Odyssey was like 2018, so Origins I think was 2016, so Syndicate might have been like 2014. This is probably the first game in like 10 years that's actually going to take place in the Assassin Templar timeline. Obviously, we can make the assumption that Naue is going to be in the Assassin Order of some sort. She's got the hidden blade with the Assassin insignia on it. You know, there was the box, you know, in the behind the door with the Assassin insignia on it. I'm hoping possibly maybe a reference or tie-in to Ezio with the box. You know, so it's bringing the series back to a place that I've wanted it to go for a while in terms of timeline. I want to see, you know, more of the Assassin Templar conflict because they really strayed away from that over the last 10 years. So I'm excited to see where this game goes. So far, gameplay and everything's been fun. You know, I like the story building that they've done so far. I feel like they're putting a lot more emphasis on the story than they have in more recent games. So all around, fairly happy. I just wish there was a good modern day story to really push this historical narrative. But that's going to be it for today. I will be back on this again tomorrow night. I'm shooting for about a 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock start time tomorrow night, and we'll get into this some more. And then after that, I'll be back to my normal Sunday, Wednesday time slots. And there may be a Monday in there here and there for some, you know, old school retro one-off streams and stuff. And I did play Sky Odyssey last night and got pretty close to beating that one. So I would like to see the ending of that game. But for the next several weeks, we're going to be neck deep in Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I definitely feel like this game has potential, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So up there on YouTube will be a subscribe button. Over there will be a playlist with all of my Assassin's Creed stream replays to date. You can check those out, and you can catch me live on Twitch Sunday nights and Wednesday nights every week while I go through this game. And hopefully if you enjoy the Assassin's Creed series and, you know, kind of look past all of the blubber on the internet, that we can have a good time with this. So I know I will. But until I see you next time, stay suave.